It's about that time again. It is cup time. It is time to defend our honor as Buccaneers. You know, we don't go through seasons looking to honor fixtures just to play them and see what's going on. What's going to happen this time in the cup? Will we win it? No. We are usually there to defend it. And that is what we're going to have to do this time. King, let's just think about quarterfinal. The quarterfinal of the Nedbank Cup taking place this weekend, and Orlando Pirates is going toe-to-toe with SuperSport United this time. It is Gavin Hunt versus Jose Rivero. Welcome to the preview show on the Happy People TV. I am your host, KB, and I am teaming up with our technical director, Mr. Coach. And in this preview, we're going to give you team news, formations and tactics, predicted lineups, and we will give our score predictions at the end of the video, and I know you guys do not want to miss out on that one. So before we kick off, you know what to do. Hit the like, hit the subscribe to be notified, and share Namapagania so we can grow the community. Dango in advance. Hey, to all our fates, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV Orlando Pirates fan channel. This is your match preview for the Nedbank quarter-final game against SuperSport United. And yeah, I'm saying because the stadium is old Peter Mokaba Stadium. So we're going to be here to dissect the whole thing. Mr. Coach, thank you once again for joining me. How are you doing, Chief?
Yeah, Brian.
All good, dog. All good, bro.
Kaya. Hope y'all doing great.
They're doing great. Are you appreciating the comments?
I hope they're doing good, bro.
You hope they're doing good.
Actually, very happy with the content. Thank you very much for engaging Mapagania.
Yeah, I thought they would. I think in the last player ratings, I was saying that I think we're being too kind, but yeah, it looks like we kind of agree, which is a bit weird. And yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of things today. We're gonna get into the team news, the predicted lineups, danger men coming from our opposition and where they could hurt us, where the game could be won and lost, matchups in the field and stuff like that, and predict the scores. So yeah, guys, go! You're gonna see the things down there. They're gonna tell you, hey, this thing is happening at this time. Mr. Coach, let's hear the team news for this game. I know that somehow, some way, we cannot have the same defensive partnership that we had.
Yeah, we have to make a change again. And I think we had a very good pair last time around. Mupodlela has gotten a 4th yellow card in the previous game for simulation. I don't know if that was kind of cheap actually for him.
That yellow card?
Yeah, that was his 4th one.
Is that what's linking us today?
Rather now than against Stellenbosch or before Sundown type of thing. So I think it's fine that he'll serve it in this game at least.
Good straw.
Yeah, Mfethu without Bodlela and Lemang Habe. Mofokeng and Mbata are both on 3 yellow cards, so we run the risk of getting a 4th from both of them, so that'll be significant coming to the next game. Tito, like you guys had seen in the Pirates on the Pirates page, the team news, Tito's going to be out for a while. Not quite sure if he'll make it. If he'll
grade 1 injury.
Grade 1 injury, and theoretically that's a 1 to 3 weeks out off the pitch. So not quite sure if we'll even have him for Sundowns, which is basically next week. But yeah, definitely won't be available, I'm pretty sure, for this coming game.
That's serious, bro.
Oh, but Nda is back to full training.
So, and he's been back to full training ever since the last game, right?
Cheaper game, yeah.
He was on the bench, right?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't. He was supposed to be.
Correct.
He was as good as being on the bench.
Sure.
I think when I read those team news on that day, in my head I was like, back to full training. And he needs what? Match fitness.
And the match fitness with matching.
So that's why I guess I envisioned him on the bench that day. Fade. Maybe Jose is really going through with this principle of fit to be on the bench, then you're fit to start.
Sure.
And you, Olisa, are not fit to start.
True.
It's like kind of like when you get a degree and then you're applying for a position. They're like, we're looking for beginners who have the first degree, not honors, not masters. And then they're like, no, but we need 5 years experience. Where are you gonna get the experience?
Fucking spanning told.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, thank God for the team news. So, your mental approach as a Buccaneer going into this game, knowing that for me, I feel like it's a nice break from the league worry, and we know that this is one of those games where when you play someone like SuperSport
Mm.
in the league, it's more of a job to break them down. I feel like in a cup game, at some point they have
There
to
has to
open
be a
up.
winner, Ankir.
There has to be a winner. So your approach.
And Fetsuki must win. Mara Utavara Supersport at the moment is Swakacho. They've actually been struggling for a while, even in the league. So I think this is one of those teams you try to overpower. From the onset, it's gonna be an away game, Mara Botswana. We know the kind of football doesn't really involve a lot of possession or call it gameplay. So I think what we should do is go and play our football. I think it works quite well against a team like Supersport. I don't know. I don't think they'll have. Hansen Fetu is a quality coach, so I don't think experienced coach. I don't think he's gonna have a straight low block and relax. It'll be a little bit of a mixed situation where probably his front press will be quite intense because of our obvious problems in our back line. But otherwise, they will be a little bit more calm, I think, in the middle of the park and in their defense. So I think we have to play our football a little bit patient. We don't have to. It's not like a league game where we have the regular pressure where we want to get our goal early and need to get our goal early. We can kind of actually play our football, take our time with it, do it correctly, clean up our passing a little bit, get things done correctly. So I think it's a good game for us to play our football.
Okay.
Although Gipita Mukaba, but we can do what we can.
And then when it comes to the danger man, who do you okay, wait. Let me just ask you. In order to answer that question, now that you basically described how you feel like they're gonna come at us, when as a Buccaneer, how would you approach the game now?
First things first, Mfetu, I want my fullback to stay where he is. By stay, let him
What
stay
do you mean
with
by
the
that, Mr.
yeah.
Coach?
I mean, let him stay with the centre back line. I hold the
Mm,
line instead of having Dino inverting close to the opposition box. I
mhm.
wherever my right centre back is, I want Dino only a few meters away from there.
Okay.
And even if okay, on the other side, honestly, Hoto can handle his business. He's capable if he's starting. He's capable of manning that whole left hand side. But I think our problems are very clear, Hore. It's in that channel yard between Dino and our right centre back. So first of
Yeah.
all, sort that out and build up, and which gives us a little bit an extra man and build up as well. So we play our
Uh-huh.
football, play our football.
Player football. Usually we get goals by the combination, yeah, Mofokeng, Letito. So you're saying just try the same thing and make it quick and play through them, or choose our
We
moments.
have a lot of threat on the wings, bro. With Nkota playing, it's a different kind of dimension. They have to focus on him, and we're focusing on the other side, which makes it a little bit more difficult that side, and they have to spread themselves. So, what Laminate was doing a little bit well, in fact, in the previous season, the previous
Yeah.
game, sorry, was doing that role at Tito of switching the ball from our right center
Yeah.
back kind of position, yeah,
The
all the way
switches. Yeah.
the switch all the way to Mufokeng or finding Hoto, who then plays it into Mufokeng, who has a few opportunities. I would love to see Mbata shoot. It would be great. I
Or
think.
be a threat, or
Yeah,
provide the shooting threat.
yeah,
Me,
yeah.
what I've always said about Mbata is that with him, it's not that he must shoot all the time. The reason why we're always talking about his passing is because there are times where when you are controlling the tempo, because as much as we love Shenko and Tito for the tempo job, we'd love it if our 8 was doing the tempo job and our 10 was more relying on being creative. So you got to sometimes pass, sometimes shoot. So he can't tell himself he's not shooting or he's not passing. He has to mix it up and be confident in both. I feel like he was getting to a point where he's good at both, or good at the shooting and then getting better at the passing, so that he can improve his decision making if he knows that he's got both of them in his locker. Yeah. Yeah. So I was just adding to your point there.
Sure.
Mhm. So When it comes to danger men, on the side, yeah, super sport that we have to watch out for, and might cause us problems. Who have you identified?
Definitely Sami Nokovic, mfethu. First of all, we struggled at aerial ball since Nda got an injury. We've been, in fact, almost all our goals that we concede come from that kind of situation. So, and then Nukovic is specialist in the air, so he'll definitely be a problem. Um, I think they'll try to punish our obvious problems in between the channel, yeah. Van Rooyen, let me just say between our right back and right centre back, depending on who's going to play there. So they'll try to play the ball down that channel. And Said has got pace. Fid as a star, not the most gifted player, but he's got the pace. He can get behind the defender. And I think he might even be able to deliver a ball here and there. So the if it's Pule instead playing that
Yeah,
position, in fact, it's the last thing you want. Pule can deliver a really good ball into the area for Nokovic. So I think, yeah, the left wing between Silent, Pule, whoever's going to play there, and Nokovic, we're going to have our work cut out for us there. That's where they'll look to expose us at least. In the middle, as long as Mbata shows up, I think he'll be fine. But Ndlovu's capable of putting in a shift. So I guess he can get a
do you think
slight
maybe
mention.
Mabue might give Makaula any issues?
Gifted player as well.
Because he is basically their best player.
Yeah, gifted player.
And Makaula is basically our best player. I don't know what that says about us, but yeah.
I don't know about that, but Fede.
I mean, okay, in the midfield, in terms of first player on the team sheet, I'm just saying, Hore,
it's one of our most important
when
players.
you want them to have a good CAM rather than have a good CDM or a good CM, because when it comes to our midfield, we trust most that if you have a good CAM,
We can
we've
deal
got
with it.
Makaula too.
Yeah,
He's one of the best CTMs.
correct.
Especially when when you even give him that loan role. So yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think we'll be fine with dealing with Mabue. Like I'm saying, Mabue is more of a technical player, gifted player, plays ball to feet, and Gavin Hunt aeroplane. So I'm more worried about the wide channels than them coming straight to the middle.
Mm. Okay. So that's Nogovic. What about the threat of Bradley Grobler coming off of the bench?
Yes, I don't know how I forgot about him. Bradley Grobler, same profile as Nokovic, a plethora of experience in the PSL, dangerous on the head. So, however, we saw if we can deal with Nokovic, we'll be fine. Got Bradley Grobler, but he one of those strikers that you always want to keep your eye on. You can never relax, be lackluster in your defending. He finds moments. He's again experienced in it, so we're gonna have to be very disciplined. Dino, I must mention, can you please sit back? If you're gonna play on the right back position,
Yes. I actually do wanna address that.
can he keep that line, lead centre backs, so
uh.
that we don't leave that option near that Oriel ball towards his side?
Okay. Yeah, I get it. And then I don't see anything in defense for them that might cause our attackers to change their game. I believe when it comes to approach and looking at their danger man, it might be in our favor. I don't think basically I feel like we're in a position where we can just trust our regular tactics. And you were actually saying that at the beginning. So, dog, it is time to, after we have now found out our approach and how we would approach certain things and where they might provide a danger, let us get into our predicted lineups. I've got yours over here, Mr. Coach. Can you care to explain
Elaborate.
how you got to this 11?
Mr. Chain selects himself. Welcome back into the squad. Centre back. Ew, I have to explain this one because it's tough. I'm fair too. With the absence of Upodlela, thank God for Umbogazi to have him there, someone we can actually start and go to bed peacefully. So for me, I felt like it was between a fresh of a long-term injury Nda versus Koki. And I think I can deal with Nda playing about 50, 60 minutes and then Koki coming on to help. On the left-hand side, I want to see some rotation Yana Hoto. I want to save him for the two games against Kibwa every time. But he's never in my predicted 11 because I want him to rotate. So Marco's there. Van Rooyen, I think we need our best person on the right hand side for today, for this particular game. Sorry, so I would like to see him start instead. Midfield gotta be our best selection going forward. Actually, Mbata, Makaula, Dlamini Nkotha
Strongest midfield.
Mofokeng, Mabasa. Yeah, the rest is the strongest. Nothing more to explain there, to be honest. It's a must-win game.
So it's a must win, and yeah, we're not exactly flying right now.
Mm.
Very interesting. Mine is a little bit different. My back five is different from yours. So when I was building this and I was asking you for advice and everything, you definitely advised against putting Mayela in defense next to Mbogasi. I did exactly that. I have Mayela, and Mayela needs to put his hand up unless I'm hearing something in the team news that says he can't play anymore, right? And then yeah, midfield obviously strongest midfield three because it's a cup game
Lapangakora
and
KB.
hola.
Ay blind nangakora la. Ko Maelaling Bogas.
Yeah, but we've got
Ngayithola
Mbata and
i-moment
Makaula in
man.
front of them.
Sure. Singasho nje.
Le coach akakona.
Nakovic.
What do you want, Ogi?
You saw my lineup. I felt like Ndaza is not even a choice. We have to start him.
Yeah.
Kogi's not gonna, you saw him
I'm
dealing with
considering
aerial ball
everything. I'm
recently.
considering everything. I'd love to start Nda. I'd love to.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to start Nda. I just don't see him starting. And then yeah, right wing Hoto. I feel like if we had to go strongest all the way in a cup game, you want something coming off the bench, I believe.
True.
And yeah, when it comes to your changes, who do you want to see coming on?
The question gets more scary every game. Musele, I wanna see Makaula coming off. Again, we need to really manage his minutes. So Musele come on for Makaula. And if he starts, don't wanna see him playing for too long. So bring him off. Bring Togi on. I think Togi can manage at 30, 40 minutes.
If he's fit.
If he's fit. I don't Lebasa's not ready yet. So I guess Mahopa needs to come on because Mabasa needs to rest. I'm actually resting Mabasa, so kahle. I guess Mahopa will come on.
Okay.
And
If we're chasing
Kimbuidu,
it,
if we're chasing it, we don't have that kind of bench. No, if we're chasing it, Ndondlo, come on to the pitch. Kimbuidi. Yeah. Ikunzima mfethu. Angina bench mfethu. But yeah.
that's why I would start Hosu Lago right thing. Feed. Yeah, na benchaka.
Oh yeah, I'd bring on Hoto because I didn't start him, so I'd bring on Hoto. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd have to do that. I'll bring on Ngod, Cocomelot. Then I'll bring on the radio man.
Chasing it.
I'm
fun about
with Mabasa there. I can take off someone from the midfield.
Yes, you can.
Ndondlo, obviously. And yeah, I'm taking off whoever's tired. And then maybe if we are struggling at the back, if we're struggling at the back, there's no reason to change defense.
Actually, every time I say this thing of relying on Ndondlo when we're chasing things feels like regression in my club, bro. How did we get here?
All this and more on the next episode of the Happy People TV. Yeah, okay, guys, those are our formations, predicted lineups, Kara, and yeah, you guys can please chip in to see so that we can see who you would actually prefer in certain positions and who do you think will be a difference maker on the day. Looking at the head-to-head here, you know why we're looking at the head-to-head? We're looking at the head-to-head to help us predict the scores. So looking at the head-to-head, 5 wins for Pirates in the last 10, 3 draws, 2 wins for SuperSport, and Kevin Hunt has only beaten Rivero once, 2 draws, and Jose with 3 wins. All that to ask you, Mr. Coach, how do you see this one going? What is your score prediction? Need to put your faith in a score.
Cup game 2-0.
Damn.
My center back is back, Pela.
I actually thought the same thing, but we have a huge defensive crisis. Nokovic one header will get us will wake us up.
If they start my lineup, I think we can deal with it.
I'm just
If
saying.
they start yours, we
I'm just
might have
saying we're
to
gonna. I'm just saying.
recover.
I predict us to concede. My score prediction is 2-1, and that is us. How about you guys? Give your score predictions. Let's see what the football gods say on Saturday at Old Peter Mokaba Stadium. That is your match preview on the Happy People TV. Mr. Coach, how do you want to close it?
Mapaganea, as usual, first of all, thank you for viewing. Please hit the like button there, much appreciated. And let's show up to Old Pitamkaba Artlaling da. It must be majority Mapaganea. I mean, who supports SuperSport's gonna go there anyway? But let's make it a hostile environment like we always do, get behind the boys and make sure we get to the semifinals. Thank you.
And go.